Welcome back to Stockport, where we are visiting the Bredbury Hall. This hall was built in 1638 and it's now housing asylum seekers, but the front of the hotel was still open to the public, so they're sort of breaking it in two ways there. This is set in absolutely beautiful grounds. This old hall come hotel. Look at this, guys. Beautiful pond there. Now this is the new part of Bredbury Hall. When we go back up there, I shall show you the old part of the hall that is still there and intact, able for us to enjoy and preserve our history. Yeah, we've got asylum seekers in these hotels.
Who's running? There's a lot of running going on there.
Just look at that, guys. Welcome to Great Britain, where foreigners get treated better than locals. It's good to be back, guys. I've not done a live for a while. I was going to record here because I normally have a lot of problems with the reception, but my good friend Truth Hurts asked me to go live for you guys, so here we go. Sounds like they're having a disco.
Oh, they're playing music. Is that for the YouTube?
Ah,
Okay.
they're probably playing the music for our
You got
YouTube.
in there, guys? Come to
So
visit.
this part of the video might not start so that the speaker playing music.
So we're currently closed to the public. Any unauthorised personnel entering the hotel will be asked to leave as they are trespassing, guys, in a taxpayer-funded hotel. Let's go down here. I don't want my YouTube live to be picking that up. Did you see the Bredbury Hall?
He's gonna put his nappy on pretty quick.
Treated like royalty, guys, aren't they? Treated like royalty. This is the view that they would have when they're sat having their morning tea, overlooking the pond, and hopefully there won't be that same noise about. But yeah, it's terrible, guys, isn't it, when we've got asylum seekers in old historic halls. We've got our homeless dying on the streets today. You just couldn't make this up, guys, could you? You couldn't make it up. There's just no shame in having them take over our old historic buildings, and I find that really, really shocking that they don't seem to care about our history. Hi Lynn, hi Cal, hi John. It's obviously the dining room in there.
Yeah, because I think they don't people come visit.
Just go back round up here. I missed the the beautiful old part of the building because I came through a little side ginnel, so I'll just take you back up here, guys. Do you know, if these are like refugees, Afghan refugees, why are they still in hotels? Why are they not paying for their own properties? Why is the taxpayer putting them in hotels? Security here. My good friend Truth Hurts found us a back way in, should I say. So look at this. This is just beautiful. Look at that. Oh, you've got Asylum Seekers in the hotel. It's all pixelated, is it, guys? Well, what I'm going to do is I'll keep the live if we see anything. I said it's probably bad reception in this area. Tommy's been doing really well with his new phone, but I am actually recording at the same time. It's just always good to go live because we've had the police at our first hotel. Literally 5 minutes after the security called the police, then they turned up on blue lights and tried to tell us that they were just at a job around the corner on Stockport Road. So as you can see how it makes people cross, but they just can't speak about it and they're not willing to either. Their uniform and their job pays more money. Thank you, Lisa, that's really appreciated. It's a beautiful day here in Manchester. What's it like where you guys are? All cars in the car park, so some of them obviously drive and have cars. Yet why are they not living in their own properties? Why are they living still courtesy of the taxpayer? In fact, we need to go round back. When I first came to this place, it's 3-4 years ago, and I was, is it sunny in Glasgow? That's lovely, John. Lovely in Sheffield as well. Yeah, it was lovely up in Castleford when I left too. But yeah, is here, but every time he gets a YouTube channel, the left just mass report him and take it down. So he keeps just on Twitter today. They're saying they miss you on YouTube. Right? Yeah. Oh shit. Keeps buffering though, somebody's just said, so I am actually
1570, show them in the fucking state of this. Look at that. I mean.
But so yeah, so guys,
we're living here. This isn't you just coming for one night stay and living in history, you know, in the culture and actually feeling how the good folk once lived. No. We're putting, apparently, fucking people fleeing war. Like coming on fucking dinghies, yeah? Paying £1,000 getting a rubber boat. And they're getting put in places like this.
Active scooter chase. Best vid on YouTube ever.
No, the best vid on YouTube was the other day. The guy in Leeds knocking out a migrant that nicked the phone and recorded it on his electric bike. Now that just wins the internet hands down. Nothing you can say or do will beat that video in my opinion.
Police officers just said to him, where where do you come from? Or have you come from Grimsby? And he was like, look at him, and he'd not even spoke. And when we looked, he'd got his Grimsby town tracksuit bottom on. I said, you're a very observant officer. Oh, wait a minute, it's this way. So yeah, I was saying I came back 4 years ago. I was told by a member of the public about this place, and I couldn't see anything around the front. There was public going in and having afternoon tea and things, and then a car came spinning round the top up here with two foreign-looking guys in. So they came round here. So I then came round here and I found the back entrance where the migrants were going in. I also then had a message from a member of the public who was staying in this hotel at the same time, and she couldn't understand why they kept ushering away from this room downstairs, which obviously where the asylum seekers were. And so this is the door that they were going in and out of, and there was security on here when yeah, and she said she was she'd paid to stay in this hotel, and wasn't told that asylum seekers were in here. I find that absolutely disgusting. She was a lone lady on her own, an older lady, and she was taking me pictures out of her hotel bedroom when it was somewhere around here, because she was actually showing me them all congregating round here. So I just wondered if this hotel was still closed to the public, and it looks like it hits. Bredbury Hall. They built in 1638 and now taking asylum seekers. Look at the size of it, guys. Oh no, it was this door here, sorry. It's about 4 years since I've been. What they're saying, it was a brown door. This door isn't even open now, but there was a guy who came out of it. That's weird, is that? There's no... I've obviously got it locked from the inside, so they know that no one can get in. Not that I really want to go in a migrant hotel. And have you seen the hundreds and hundreds that have then turned into thousands that are coming into Dover daily in this beautiful weather? Thank God for Chris Johnson down in Dover, who films every single day to get the numbers for this influx of what Trump calls illegal aliens. Are just taking over our country. Oh, active can hear sirens. Does that mean it's the police again? They've been a bit longer this time. There's actually security on the car park though with the guys, and obviously we've bypassed him, haven't we?
Is that the one with the mask on? The one with the mask on?
The mattresses just shy of £400 each.
Yeah. Someone said between 400 and 600, and apparently they're the same mattresses that the family have.
It's just shocking. Not often speechless today, guys, but remember, me and Active have been reporting this for 5 years, and it's only in this latter couple of years that people have really got on board and really noticing, taking a note of what is happening in their communities. And it's not good. It is not good when we speak to locals. It's just the fact that, you know, some of the illegals, I can't say all of them, but some of them are going into school playgrounds and taking photos of children, and it's not good, is it?
Sirens. Oh, so they use the cherry picker for something? Yeah.
Is it police or ambulance? I get them confused. They both sound the same to me.
Just come flying down this road, yeah.
I think it's going to be the same ones from other migrant hotels, seems to be in the same area.
Yeah, we've not gone in anywhere. We're on that road now.
So that it's a really long walk up the grounds to get to this place. But we managed to get in the back entrance. I know. Quite choked me when I first came in there. A little bit of heart history left there to preserve, guys. For all the people from Stockport.
Show the plaque.
Ah, look at that there, guys. So it was actually spelt differently back then. It was Bredbury Hall. So 1570. When I actually researched it, I got the 1638, but obviously it goes back even further than this, guys, doesn't it? And to think that we've got asylum seekers inside here, it just doesn't make sense. While, you know, we've got elderly that are struggling to feed themselves, struggling to pay utility bills. I know how hard it is, you know, with someone a little bit younger, compared to when I first got my home 30 years ago. I can't imagine the youngsters today being able to even afford their own home, and it's absolutely heartbreaking. You know, I've been passed down in the family where we've managed to own our own homes, which today it's not like that, is it? Most people are having to rent, and then because they're having to rent, then the rent prices are going up as well. It's just, we're in a mess, guys, aren't we, as my 80-year-old father says. So there we go, they must just spend so much time inside. So that is a big hotel, and they've been housing, I say asylum, I like to say there's the asylum seekers and the boat people, different people, because I'd hope some of the Afghan refugees, I know I've heard some tales about them, but you don't that they know who them people are. Hopefully more the legal immigration, but this illegal immigration, nobody knows who anyone is. And you know, we've just had the most recent terror scare, haven't we? You know, and it got closer home to me, just round the corner from here, Rochdale, in Manchester. You know, all these things that, you know, probably more active than me. You know, he mentored me, and he spoke for years about what was going to happen. And you know, the country's like 3 years late because they don't want this information getting out. You know, the only reason that they try to lock me away in prison is because I dare to report on this today. It's not a good state our country's in. And then obviously, you know, these hotels, look, they have security that they're paying just to sit there, and they couldn't really do a lot, because like I say, we came in a different entrance, but you know, just paying them to sit at a hotel, and they're not keeping the visitors in, they're trying to keep us out. Hello, hello. Why have you got a mask on? You're not a very good security, are you? Security, because we bypassed them. Thanks, guys. It's lovely to be back. You know, I don't seem to have done a live for so long. I must say I had a lot of problems with YouTube at one point. I couldn't get it from portrait to landscape, and I'm terrible with computers, so I just left it for a little while, and I just started recording and uploading, and then had no one tagging where I was, because unfortunately the police know my number plate. So yeah, but it is good to be back out, and it's good to be back out with the lads as well. Yeah, just putting the news out there, letting people know what is happening, and not covering it up like the mainstream media try to do. Yeah, it's just so sad to see the decline in our once great country. Gone will be the unique venue for weddings, conferences and events for local people, because they get more money housing the asylum seekers here. Oh, so that is actually, well, I wonder what that big machine's been doing. We are in the middle of the British countryside. Stands Bredbury Hall that goes back to the 1500s, and it's close to the locals and taking asylum seekers. And now they don't just want our hotels, they want all our rented properties. They will offer the landlords maybe triple the amount that they get off me or you, so they kick out their resident and put in asylum seekers. This isn't going away, guys, it's just getting worse and worse. If anybody has got any local news that they want me to come and report, please send me a message on Twitter or on Facebook privately, and I will come down. Please don't be afraid to let me know, because I know we're living in crazy times where people don't even say anything without they're trying to send them to prison. But we need to keep letting people know what is going on in Great Britain today. So thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm going to go off live now. If anything else comes up and the police do actually come, I will jump back on. So thanks everyone. I do really appreciate all your love and all your support through all these crazy times. Please like my work, please subscribe to my channel, and let people know that Yorkshire Rose is still out there reporting the truth today. Thanks guys.